10 years ago this week, a Danish newspaper set off a firestorm when it published controversial cartoons of the Prophet Muhammad, sparking violent protests which claimed the lives of hundreds of people. 1 decade later, those involved in the heart of the crisis now need lifelong protection. Special correspondent Malcolm Brabant has been traveling to see some of them, and tonight he explores the changing landscape of speech in Europe as it adjusts to an ever-changing population. And an editor's note: we will not air the cartoons. It is our policy not to show images of the Prophet Muhammad because doing so is offensive to some viewers.
A bustling newsroom with journalists typing furiously on their keyboards, the editor Lisa calls out to a younger reporter, Janelle.
Janelle, we need an in-depth piece on the Danish cartoons controversy. Dig deep, get the facts straight, and present a balanced perspective.
On it, Lisa.
Janelle hits the streets, interviewing people from different backgrounds for their opinions on the Danish cartoons. She encounters diverse perspectives.
Janelle is seen researching with books and articles scattered across the table. She lists her sources.
Janelle researches the historical and cultural context of the cartoons. She reads her research out loud.
The cartoons, published by Gillian Poston in 2005, ignited a global debate on freedom of speech, religious sensitivity, and the clash of cultures.
Janelle shares some footage of the cartoons, narrating once again.
The deadly assault on the offices of Charlie Hebdo in Paris is the latest in a long series of threats, plots, and attacks in response to controversial cartoons. In 2005, a Danish newspaper published a series of cartoons, some depicting the Prophet Muhammad as a terrorist with a bomb. In response, an Egyptian newspaper reprinted some of the cartoons and called them a continuing insult and a racist bomb. Ambassadors from 10 predominantly Muslim countries also sent complaints to Denmark's prime minister. Months later, a Norwegian newspaper published the cartoons. In response, Saudi Arabia recalled its Danish ambassador, and Libya closed its embassy in Copenhagen. 4 months to the day after the cartoons were first published, gunmen attacked the EU's offices in Gaza. The Danish paper apologized. Then papers in France, Germany, Italy, and Spain reprinted the cartoons. Demonstrations erupted across the Middle East. On February 8th, French magazine Charlie Hebdo published the cartoons, alongside other drawings. Then French President Jacques Chirac called the decision overt provocation. Massive demonstrations continued. A leading Iranian newspaper launched a competition asking for submissions of Holocaust cartoons. In 2008, Danish newspapers also republished one of the cartoons. This 1 day after police arrested several people suspected of plotting to kill the original cartoonist. 2 years later, a knife and axe-wielding intruder entered the Danish cartoonist's house. He was shot by police. And in 2011, Charlie Hebdo's Paris offices were burned after they showed an image of Muhammad on their front cover. The magazine again depicted Muhammad on its cover in 2012, and a cartoon inside the magazine showed Muhammad naked. In response, the magazine was sued and its website was attacked. France closed its embassies in 20 countries. Then, in 2013, Charlie Hebdo released a 65-page illustrated biography of Muhammad. The editor called it perfectly halal. Months later, gunmen waged their deadly attack on the magazine's offices, killing its editor and more than 10 others.
The cartoons deeply offended many Muslims as they felt it disrespected Prophet Muhammad. It's crucial to understand the cultural sensitivity involved.
Janelle presents her findings to Lisa.
It's a complex issue, Lisa. The cartoons spark debates on free speech, religious tolerance, and cultural understanding. People's perspectives vary widely.
Great work, Janelle. Let's make sure we present a fair and balanced view in our article.